I've discovered that many, if not most people, especially on their first offer, blow the key moment in every offer. That moment in the sales presentation, when you state your price, is a key moment that many, if not most people, blow it at that moment. Here's what happens. If you show any doubt or unsurety or insecurity, or maybe it's not worth this amount, at that particular moment, your sales will plummet. And many people who are doing like their first offer come out there and they go through everything, and then at the moment they state their price. This just cost $997. And as they do that, they just communicated to everybody who's watching, hey, Don's not confident that this product actually is worth $997. Why should I think so? And remember, I'm the one who has to pay that amount. And so they run away from you in droves. That moment when you state your offer, your face needs to very clearly say, your face and your voice and everything in your body needs to very clearly say, this is an amazing deal. You definitely are going to get well more than your money's worth at this particular price. So here's the problem. Here's why this issue exists. It's that many of us don't believe yet that our price is actually a really amazing price. We're wondering. Now, we may feel like, oh, I'm giving amazing value for this, but the thing we're not sure about is, will other people feel like this price is worth it? That's what you got to get over in your brain, is that question of, will other people think that it's a great value? Especially this is true if you've never sold it yet at that price. What ends up happening, and literally, I just had this conversation a couple of days ago with somebody who made a $20,000 offer. I was pushing them to make a high-end offer. This person made a $20,000 offer and had hesitated every single time they thought about it. And then they got a sell at $20,000. And all of a sudden it's like, wow, I can sell this as $20,000. This is totally worth it. And so things change with your first sell. But until you get that first sell, oftentimes you're still weaseling around. Is this a good price? Is it too high? Is it too low? Whatever. So here's the thing when you state that that product. If you've never sold this offer at that particular price before, you've got some work to do in here. Okay? And in here is how it comes out here and your tone of voice. So what you need to do is, here's where you put on an Academy Awards level performance, where you've got to come out sounding like this is the perfect price for you, customer, right now. Okay, so here's a recommendation for you. Now, as I say all this, I'm not recommending anybody lie, be unethical in any way. I'm trying to help you get through the price-value relationship that exists in here so that you can communicate that confidently to your market so that they'll actually pay that amount. Okay? All right, so here's my recommendation. I recommend, and I literally do this, I recommend that you stand in front of a mirror and state your price over and over again until you can do it totally straight-faced. And so that you are totally showing your commitment, your value relationship. Once you get that down, where you can do it totally straight-faced 10 times, then I want you to do that whole offer in front of the mirror. So go through, here's what you get, here's what the bonuses are, here's the guarantee, it's just this, or 3 easy payments of this. You go through that whole offer in front of the mirror. And what you're looking for is perfection. No simple feat, perfection. Then you move to video. It can be as easy as just turning on your video recorder on your phone or whatever, or hey, do a Zoom call with yourself. You know how you can be the only person on that call, but what you're doing is you are doing it over and over again in increasingly real situations to what you're really going to be performing. So I want you to notice what I'm doing here. What I'm doing is I'm recommending that you rehearse until you get it right. Okay. Think of a movie or a series. Leading guy, leading woman. They've got to kiss and make it look believable, but they don't like each other. Very, very common. When you go back and you read anything about Hollywood history, you find that it's very, very common for one of two things to happen. Number one, they love each other, or they're lusting after each other, or they hate each other. But they still have to have that on-screen kiss, and whatever happens afterwards look real, like they really do love each other. That's where Academy Awards are won, is that very thing. And that's the thing you've got to do. You've got to do Academy Awards level performance where you are convincing people that you really believe in this price. And the way you get there is through rehearsal and mindset. So this process of saying it over and over again enables you to start to believe it. It also creates rehearsal, because rehearsal is one of the most important things that yet one of the most neglected things in this particular market that you can do. So we all need to do more of it. We all think, oh, I'll be fine. I've got this webinar. I'll never rehearse it once. I'll just go out and put it in front of the world. And yeah, it's a third of my year's revenue is what I have planned to come from this, but I'm never going to rehearse it. I'm just going to go put it out there. And then we wonder why it didn't work. So what we're doing here in this rehearsing is that we're making it so our price is more believable. We're making it so our presentation is smoother. We're making it so that our confidence increases in our entire presentation. We're making it so our fear decreases, and we're making it so it becomes more you. I was having another conversation yesterday with somebody else who said, I've got this webinar I'm working on. It just doesn't feel like me yet. And it's like, well, how many times do you rehearse this? Well, I haven't. Well, that's what makes it you, is rehearsing. And as you rehearse, you're going to take out the little phrase here, the little phrase here that might feel too salesy, or might feel that's pushing it too hard, or might feel like it's under-promising, or might feel like it's just not the way you would normally say it. That's what gets fixed in rehearsal, so that it becomes, in the end, you sharing this with your friends. That's what rehearsal does. And as a result of doing all of these things, your sales increase. Amazing how that happens. So here's my one question for you. Most people don't rehearse because, oh man, I haven't got time for that. Would you give up an hour of your life for a 10 to 100% increase in sales? And that hour may be 5 hours, whatever. What would you give up for a 10 to 100% increase in sales for your product? May I suggest it's worth it. I literally do this with every new offer. I start in front of the mirror. I go in my bathroom right over there. It's got a full wall mirror, and I watch every element of myself as I state the price, then as I make the offer, then I go on video, and then I rehearse the whole thing so that I make sure I've got it down. I watch my eyes, because if your eyes go down, if your eyes go up, they go to side, all of those are tells that you don't believe in what you're offering. I watch my facial expressions. I listen to my tone of voice. I watch my body language. And by the time I get to the video version, I then take that video once I'm finally comfortable that I've gotten there, and I give that video to a couple of my mentors and coaches, and I say, watch this and tell me where I'm blowing it. I get their feedback on a rehearsal. So back when I used to do some acting, just so that you know, I'm a really bad actor, but I tried a number of times, and I've been in a number of plays and musicals and things like that throughout the years. And what I discovered is the best ones are where they have a number of key people who can give really great feedback come to dress rehearsal. And at the end of it, the feedback's not just coming from the director, because the director's probably going to say the same 5 things they've been saying through all the rehearsals. What ends up happening is this person who's a director for a different community down the road, and here's the high school director, and here's the, 5 other people who are pretty good at this stuff, give comments that everybody goes, oh yeah, I never thought of that before. And that's what happens when you send your rehearsal tapes off to somebody to get their comments. So basically what we're doing is we're rehearsing until we're perfect, or as nigh to that as we can. All this presupposes, by the way, that you've got a great offer. So as I said at the beginning, I don't want you to prevaricate, to lie, to stretch ethics or anything else like that. You got to have a great offer. If you truly don't believe you got a great offer, fix your offer. Then do this exercise. Okay. And if you can't get there without fixing your offer, then you need to improve your offer so that you can get there. But once you've got a great offer and you've gotten your brain in gear and you've gotten your confidence there and you've rehearsed it a bunch of times, then now you're actually believing in your offer and you're believable as you present it. But you have to rehearse to get there. What's your thoughts? What's your experiences? Let me know in the chat. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.